Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel Coin Lovers. Today we are diving into the fascinating world of Australian currency to uncover two of the most valuable 50-cent coins ever released. These coins may look ordinary at first glance, but their rarity and history make them highly sought after by collectors. Some of them are worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. So before you spend that 50-cent piece in your wallet, make sure you watch this video till the end because you might be holding onto a small fortune. Let's get started. Let's start with its design. The obverse features the familiar effigy of Queen Elizabeth II, created by British sculptor Arnold Machen. This portrait shows the Queen wearing a tiara and is one of the most iconic royal portraits in coinage history, having been used not only in Australia but across many Commonwealth countries. The reverse side proudly carries the Australian coat of arms, which includes a kangaroo and an emu supporting a shield with 6 sections, each representing a state of Australia. The star and wreath above the shield symbolize unity, making this design a true emblem of national pride. From a technical perspective, the coin is crafted from a copper-nickel alloy made up of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It has a weight of 15.55 grams and a diameter of 31.5 millimeters, with its unique 12-sided dodecagonal shape ensuring it stands out in any collection. This shape was first introduced in 1969, replacing the short LIVED round 50-cent silver coin of 1966, which was quickly withdrawn due to its silver content being worth more than the face value. This history makes every later 50-cent coin, including the 1983 issue, a direct descendant of one of the most important changes in Australian coinage. The mintage numbers for the 1983 50-cent coin were very high, with approximately 49 million coins struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. Because of this, the coin is generally easy to find in circulation and it's not considered rare in circulated form. However, coins from this year were also struck in uncirculated sets and proof sets, which were marketed directly to collectors. These special strikes are far scarcer and much more desirable today, as they often remain in pristine condition compared to circulation coins. In terms of current market value, circulated examples of the 1983 50-cent coin are typically worth face value, which is 50 cents AUD, but the story changes when we move to higher grades. An uncirculated coin in mint state condition can fetch between $3 and $10 odd, depending on the sharpness of strike and quality of surfaces. Proof versions, which feature mirror-like finish and frosted designs, are worth even more, often ranging from $15 to $25 odd, with pristine graded examples commanding premium prices at auction. This is where coin grading becomes especially important. Collectors around the world use standardized grading scales such as the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor 1P1 all the way up to mint state 70 MS70. A 1983 Australian 50-cent coin graded MS65 or higher is a beautiful example with sharp details, no wear and minimal imperfections, and will always sell for more than face value. On the other hand, coins that have been heavily circulated, showing scratches, dings, and loss of detail, are generally only worth their denomination. One exciting area of collecting is minting errors, and the 1983 50-cent coin has been reported to include a few rare variations. Errors might include coins struck off-center, double strikes, die cracks, or coins with misaligned dies. These mistakes are rare and highly collectible, often selling for hundreds of dollars depending on the severity and uniqueness of the error. That's why it's always worth inspecting your 50-cent coins carefully. Sometimes the difference between a common coin and a rare one is just a small detail in the strike. When we consider the broader context, the 1983 coin is also part of the ongoing story of over 40 years of minting history for Australia's dodecagonal 50-cent piece. While 1983 itself wasn't a commemorative year, the regular coat of arms design coins are essential to any serious collection because they represent the baseline of the series. Collectors often build complete year sets aiming to have one of each standard issue, along with commemorative varieties released in later years. This makes even common dates like 1983 a necessary part of the journey toward completing a full set. From an investment perspective, the 1983 50-cent coin may not be the most profitable coin on its own, but in higher grades and proof condition, it can add significant value to a collection. More importantly, it's an affordable and accessible way for beginners to get involved in numismatics. It helps new collectors understand the basics of grading, preservation, and identifying different strikes. For seasoned collectors, owning multiples of these coins in pristine condition ensures they have tradable pieces to exchange with other enthusiasts. So to wrap up, the 1983 Australian 50-cent coin is a classic example of modern Australian coinage, affordable, historically significant, and highly collectible. In the right condition, it may not make you rich overnight, but it carries the heritage of Australia's decimal currency system and remains a cornerstone in many coin collections worldwide. If you'd like to learn more about coins like this one, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification. Every week we share more tips, values, and histories of coins that might just be hiding in your pocket change. Who knows, the next coin you check might be a rare treasure worth big money. The Australian 50-cent coin was first introduced in 1966 to replace the old pre-decimal currency. The earliest issues were struck in 80% silver, making them quite valuable today because the silver content alone is worth more than face value. However, due to rising silver prices, the Royal Australian Mint quickly changed the composition to copper-nickel starting from 1969. By 1970, the 50-cent coin had become one of the most important denominations in circulation. The 1970 coin is particularly special because it was issued in a year that saw Australia celebrating its bicentenary of Captain Cook's discovery of the East Coast. In 1770, this makes it a historically significant piece, sought after by both Australian and international collectors. The obverse of the 1970 50-cent coin features the well-known portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen. This effigy of the Queen was used from 1966 to 1984, and it is easily recognized by the Queen wearing the tiara known as the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. On the reverse, instead of the standard coat of arms, the Royal Australian Mint released a special commemorative design celebrating the bicentenary of Captain James Cook's voyage along the eastern coastline of Australia in 1770. The design depicts Captain Cook pointing towards the coast with his ship the Endeavour in the background. This design is iconic because it was Australia's first circulating commemorative coin, marking the beginning of a tradition that continues to this day. The year 1970 was incredibly important for Australian numismatics as it marked the first time a circulating coin carried a design that was not the official coat of arms. The Captain Cook commemorative 50 cent was issued to honor 200 years since his landing, and millions of Australians kept these coins aside as souvenirs rather than spending them. For many families, this coin was their first introduction to coin collecting. This explains why the coin holds a special nostalgic and historical significance in Australian culture. It also means that while many examples exist today, finding coins in pristine, uncirculated condition is still a challenge because most were handled, stored improperly, or kept in drawers and boxes without protective cases. The Royal Australian Mint struck an impressive 16.5 million Captain Cook 50-cent coins in 1970. This might sound like a large number, but because many were hoarded by the public, fewer are readily available in high grades. Collectors often look for coins in mint state MS condition, and even better if graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC. Circulated coins are still relatively common, but uncirculated examples are harder to come by. In addition to circulation strikes, there were also special proof versions struck for collectors, which are scarcer and much more valuable. Now let's talk about value. A regular circulated 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin generally sells for around $2 to $5 odd, which is already more than its face value. However, the value increases sharply for coins in better grades. Uncirculated examples can fetch between $15 and $30 odd, while high-grade examples certified by grading companies can go even higher, sometimes over $100 AUD, depending on eye appeal and rarity of condition. The proof coins issued directly for collectors are much rarer, and these can sell for $50 to $200 AUD or more depending on condition and packaging. International collectors also pay strong premiums, as this coin represents an important milestone in world coinage. Collectors often look for specific features that set coins apart. For the 1970 50-cent coin, key aspects include strong detail in Captain Cook's portrait and ship, absence of wear on high points like Cook's face and the sails, and a clean field with minimal scratches. Coins with sharp strikes and good luster are especially desirable. Another important factor is toning. Some coins develop attractive rainbow or golden tones over the years, and these can actually increase a coin's value if the toning is natural and eye-catching. On the other hand, coins with heavy wear, damage, or cleaning marks lose value significantly. If you are lucky enough to own a 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin, you should store it properly to preserve its value. Avoid cleaning the coin, as cleaning can permanently damage the surface and reduce its worth to serious collectors. Instead, keep the coin in a 2x to cardboard, flip a plastic capsule, or an acid-free coin album. Make sure it is stored in a cool, dry environment to prevent spotting or corrosion. For proof coins, keeping them in their original Royal Australian Mint packaging is ideal, as it enhances their collectible appeal and market value. If you plan on selling one, consider getting it graded as certified. Coins often bring stronger prices in auctions and online sales. An interesting fact about the 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin is that while it is not considered rare in circulation, its popularity has never diminished. Many Australians still remember being given one as a child, or receiving it in change and keeping it as a keepsake. Some minor die varieties exist with slight differences in details, like the sharpness of the ship rigging or faint die cracks, which advanced collectors sometimes chase. While no major recognized error types are widely listed, misstrick coins or off-center strikes from this year can be highly collectible and worth hundreds of dollars depending on the error type. The 1970 Captain Cook 50-cent coin paved the way for future Australian commemorative coin issues. After its success, the Royal Australian Mint began regularly releasing special designs to mark national events, anniversaries, and cultural milestones. Today, collectors enjoy a wide variety of commemorative 50-cent pieces, but the 1970 issue remains a cornerstone of any Australian coin collection. Its legacy is not just monetary value, but also the role it played in sparking public interest in coin collecting across the nation. So there you have it, the complete story of the 1970 Australian 50-cent Captain Cook coin, from its historical background, design features, and mintage to its collector value and storage tips. This coin truly stands as a remarkable piece of numismatic history. If you own one, you are holding on to a little piece of Australia's cultural heritage. Some coins may only be worth a few dollars, but pristine examples and proof issues can be worth far more, whether you are a beginner collector or an experienced numismatist. This coin deserves a place in your collection. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, give this video a thumbs up, and share it with fellow collectors. Stay tuned for more exciting videos where we uncover the hidden treasures in everyday coins. Thank you for watching and happy collecting.